Leaders and community members from 3 counties in western Washington coming together today to try to help people facing opioid addiction. 200 people plan to bring their ideas from Kitsap, Jefferson, and Clallam counties. The goal is to create an initiative that will determine exactly how bad the epidemic is in their region right now. They also intend to create a plan to expand treatment options in the area. And finally, they hope to look at preventing future opioid misuse and abuse. And that could include distributing overdose reversal medication and adding educational programs throughout 3 counties.
So with the state in the middle of a heroin crisis, Seattle and King County leaders are ready to do something that has never been done before in the United States. They are going to act on a recommendation to open 2 safe injection sites where users can actually go to shoot up.
And Brandi here this morning. Brandi, this is obviously highly controversial. We've been talking about this for a while. What do we know so far about these plans?
And I would say it's still very much in the planning stages. I mean, this was just an idea that came out of a task force recommendation. The city and the county announcing on Friday they would actually move forward with it. They still don't know where these things are going to go. We know that one of them is going to be in Seattle, one of them is going to be in King County. There's going to continue to be a lot of controversy surrounding this. And meanwhile, there's an effort underway in Olympia to try to pass a bill that would make it illegal to open such sites here in Washington state. The man behind that effort is Senator Mark Miloscia, the Republican from Federal Way. He's joining us live on the phone this morning. Senator, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So first, I imagine it's not a surprise to you that the mayor of Seattle and the King County executive decided to go forward with these plans.
Not a surprise. I'm just really surprised that they're doing this without talking to the public, to the neighborhoods that are going to be directly affected where these sites are located.
Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I was in this meeting on Friday, and the mayor and the King County exec had some not so nice things to say about you. They called you sanctimonious, and they said that political discomfort, referring to you, would be costing lives in our communities. And the mayor also said that you should be focusing on the homeless issues in your own district before you worry about this. What do you have to say to them?
Well, the homeless in my district in Federal Way are coming directly from Seattle. The mayor and the county executive have did a disaster with homelessness, the opioid epidemic, and it is now coming down and affecting my community of Federal Way, Auburn, Kent. Their incompetence is what's causing this. This opioid epidemic caused by their basically allowing drug users and pushers to not be arrested anymore. They've taken the criminal justice element off the table. And besides, the way they're treating drug addicts and users right now, they have less than a 10% effectiveness rate. It's a disaster. We need to improve the way we treat people. To call me sanctimonious and wanting to save lives and stop promoting heroin, that's unreal.
They also suggested you had a Puritan strand in your DNA, but I won't get too far into everything they said about you. I want to ask you, though,
accusing me of being a Christian. Boy.
We have a lot of different opinions in this state and in this city about where the line is between helping someone and hurting someone. We are a city that has an overdose reversal drug that officers are using quite frequently. We are also a city where we hand out millions of clean needles to heroin users every single year. In your opinion, Senator, where is that line between helping with the problem and making the problem worse?
Oh, I'm supportive of all those things you just mentioned. The whole goal is to get people into immediate treatment and not destigmatize people taking heroin or meth or crack outside of treatment. The goal is get people into treatment and then off the drugs. These drugs kill.
Let me ask you what the chances are that you think that this bill that you've introduced, obviously the city and the county are committed to moving forward with these safe injection sites, wherever they may be. Do you think that you have a chance of having your bill passed in Olympia, which would put an end to the city and the county's plans?
Well, either the policy bill or in the budget, we're going to have some votes. And all your users need to discuss this issue. Do you want a heroin site in your neighborhood? They're not stopping with just 2. I predict that we'll have 30 of these sites within 5 years, spread all across the county, and it'll be attracting drug users, and property crimes will go skyrocket. Is that the future we want to live on? That's what they're seeing in Canada right now.
Senator, I want to change the subject quickly. I don't know if you were prepared to answer questions about this, but since you're a Republican and also you served our country in the Air Force, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I want to ask you a question about what happened over the weekend with Donald Trump and his executive order related to the travel bans from these 7 Muslim-majority countries. Just a couple hours from now, the Attorney General, we're expecting he will announce legal action to try to stop this ban from proceeding. What side of this do you fall on?
Well, I tend to fall more on the compassion and let's try to help refugees. I applaud President Trump for going after what I clearly thought immoral position during the campaign. But he now needs to move further to the compassionate side. Yes, vet everybody, but it was a disaster over the weekend, and it was uncalled for. And I don't know if it was just incompetence, rookie mistakes of the new administration, but there's all confusion about what exactly what he wants. But we can be compassionate and let those people being persecuted, and even those 7 countries, they need to get out of there. I mean, Christians are being, their heads are getting cut off, women are being raped, Muslim gays are being thrown off roofs. People like that need our compassion, and we need to get them out of all countries.
All right, Senator, asking for a compassionate approach. We appreciate your honesty with that answer. It's been hard to get politicians pinned down on an answer on that, so thank you for your time this morning. So back to this issue of heroin safe injection sites. The senator has a point in that there's going to be a lot of pushback from communities, and that's one of the big issues here, is that you cannot deny that with heroin use comes some level of crime and some level of issues related to quality of life. And wherever you see any of these injection sites go, you are going to have backlash from the community, and there is simply no way around that.
And we'll stay on top of it. Brandi, thanks.
Yeah.